नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकथा मह्यं ददति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुश्रीयुतापदकमलान् श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च शरीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललित श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने घोरतुषे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome to our this week's systematic study of Vedic scriptures. In Bhagavad Gita chapter 18, we are discussing about Karma Yoga. Once again, Krishna is summarizing what he spoke to Arjuna, because the time is not that we are only discoursing. It's not that the instructions keep coming, but one has to come to action. And Krishna is summarizing everything what he spoke so that Arjuna can take his decision to fight. Of course, Krishna gives free will to everyone that they choose rather than Krishna is pushing. One may say, no, I think Krishna is the one who is pushing us because we have come to this material world of suffering, and all these things is Krishna's plan. No, Krishna's plan is to facilitate, to understand, to know that what we are doing is wrong. So, um, so in that way, just like a teacher is correcting, a teacher is rectifying the um, mistakes, misunderstandings, and provide clarity. Krishna, in the form of Bhagavad Gita, in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, he is giving clarity to Arjuna that everything he spoke, he's once again summarizing. Hey, Arjun, now I am telling you, this is what we have discussed, and the best thing is this. Yeah, and then you decide in this 18th chapter, which is about renunciation. We are not talking about renouncing our work. We are talking about the renunciation of the results of work, and that's very important. One may think, oh, it's so nice if I don't work, then there is no problem, there is no pain, there is no. I think when there is no pain, that is pleasure. No, in one way it is pleasure, but that's not bliss. I think what we want to settle is not with only relief from pain. What we really want is happiness, eternal happiness, and this satatam, that nityam, eternally and always. It's possible when we are taking a bhakti yoga, and this is what Krishna is summarizing. And in bhakti yoga, it's not that one is just doing shravanam, kirtanam, Vishnu smaranam. Yeah, here we are talking, Arjuna is asked to, as per his Kshatriya dharma, what he is supposed to do. And that's where we are. We are continuing from 18th chapter, verse number 49. Yeah, maybe one of you, Sugandha Mataji or Sagar Prabhu, can read. I'll share my screen. Mataji, can you see the screen? Um, if not, then maybe Sagar Prabhu. Would you like to read?
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
It's too low. I don't know. It's mid. Can you say again?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear now. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Asakta-buddhi sarvatra jitatma vigatasprahah naishkarma siddhi paramam paramam sannyasin sannyasinyeti gacchati. One who is self-controlled and unattached and who disregards all material enjoyments can obtain, by practice of renunciation, the highest perfect stage of freedom from reaction. Real renunciation means that one should always think himself part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, and therefore think that he has no right to enjoy the results of his work. Since he is part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, the results of his work must be enjoyed by the Supreme Lord. This is actually Krishna consciousness. The person acting in Krishna consciousness is really a sannyasi, one in the renounced order of life. By such a mentality, one is satisfied because he is actually acting for the Supreme. Thus, he is not attached to anything material. He becomes accustomed to not taking pleasure in anything beyond the transcendental happiness derived from the service of the Lord. A sannyasi is supposed to be free from the reactions of his past activities. But a person who is in Krishna consciousness ultimately attains this perfection without even accepting the so called order of renunciation. This state of mind is called Yoga Rudha, or the perfectional stage of yoga. As confirmed in the third chapter, yes, Tvatma Rathir Iva Syat, one who is satisfied in himself has no fear of any kind of reaction from his activity.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah. So here we have this. Yeah. We are moving from karma yoga. Yeah. So karma yoga, how to practice karma according to the varnas and ashramas. And Krishna said that one should not just jump in as per his free will. That, oh, now I want to be a brahmana, so let me do the anushthan and all those things. No, one should understand his position and as confirmed by the authorities. Yeah, who is who, and then it is safe to follow that natural or the nature and work accordingly. And what will happen when one does it? This is what is covered from here. Here it is asakta buddhi sarvatra jitatma vigata spruha naishkarmya siddhim paramam sanyasena adhigacchati. Adhigacchati is one who attains. What is that sanyasena? By renounced order of life, only one can attain. In fact, we can see here Krishna is saying that one who is self-controlled. What is the qualification? Uh, Asakta buddhi. Asakta buddhi, it's not asakta buddhi. Asakti means to have mm, curiosity or inquisitive or being desirous. Asakti. But here we are saying asakti buddhi means one having unattached intelligence sarvatra everywhere, and who disregards all material enjoyments can obtain by practice of renunciation highest perfect stage of freedom from reaction. So This is what happens when we are practicing karma yoga. Sometimes we see, yeah, karma yoga is also bhakti yoga, right? So if we work and if we are working for the Lord, then this is bhakti yoga. Then what is the problem? Can't we just continue to do that? Yeah, but the thing is that because still we are in contact with work, what we are doing, there is always a sense of doership. A chance is there. Just like there was once a monkey on a tree. This monkey was watching from the tree that there was a fisherman who had a net to catch fishes. So, yeah, and then this very skillfully, this fisherman throws the net into the water to catch fishes. And after the job done, yeah, he kept his net over there. When he is not there, the monkey came down and he started thinking, hey, now I also know how to do it. And then it also took this and then it also spun. But because it doesn't know the skill of spinning the net altogether, then it got stuck in its own net. This is what sometimes happens, that when we don't know the art, when we don't know the right thing, a fisherman's job, who can do it? A fisherman. Of course, we're not discriminating or, um, uh, it's not like, oh, what is this? How can you tag someone as a fisherman? How can you tag someone as a uh, potter? What do you call this? One who makes pots. Porter, right? Porter is one who carries luggages. Who was the one who makes the pots and I think he's Potter. He's Potter. Yeah. Anyway, not Harry Potter. So yeah, everyone has this. They can understand things better than anyone others. Yeah, how they may understand, and because he does it. He's just doing as a not like yes, yeah. If someone is making something, he's saying, "Oh, I want to be the best of this. Let me do out of passion." No, he comes to the stage of asakta buddhi, having unattached to what is that? Unattached to the reactions. The highest perfect stage of freedom from reaction is attained when one is doing unattached. Uh, with self-controlled, one who is self-controlled and unattached, they will attain highest perfection and freedom from reaction. And the Purple Prabhupada highlights few nice things we should remember in our own sadhana. These are uh, very important because Krishna, after speaking about the Karma Yoga, he is now telling these verses 50 and 51, or even till 53, we can see is a yogi on the path of Jnana Yoga, hmm, who has purified his consciousness through work, means one who we are still struggling to understand what is Karma Yoga. We are struggling to understand what is the right duty, even if it is painful, even if we are not expert of it, but still we should follow that, is to bring to a point of knowledge because we are becoming purified. Srila Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur, he says in the commentary of this verse, he says, it being the case that all work is covered with fault, why the work that we are doing here, other than pure devotional service, is covered with fault, the person on the first level of sannyas rejects the faulty aspects of work. So that is the first step in our perfection. What is that? To renounce, namely the mentality of being the doership and expectation of profit. These two things we should, yeah, we should stay away from. What is this? The first one is doership, that I did it. The more and more we think that I did it, the more and more we think, oh, I did it, but what did I get it from that? So this doership of I did it um, can lead to expectation of what will I get, and both entangles us in this cycle of birth and death, entangles us in this um, unwanted um, struggle of existence. Yeah, come on. One may say, in 21st century, well, in 2026, we are now in a stage where everything is quite comfortable. Yeah, we have nice couch to sit, we have a nice laptop to see, we have so many things, everything. But what is happening, the more and more we have all these facilities, the one is more and more caught. In fact, Adi Shankaracharya, he brings up this point, yeah, that what is it? Patanga Matanga Kuranga Brunga Meena Hata Panchabireva Pancha and Ekam Pramadi Sakatham Nahanyate Sa Sevate Panchabireva Pancha. Uh, sa sorry, yeah, Sevate Panchabireva Pancha is saying that we, of course, this statement is valid also in this time. It's not like, okay, yeah, come on, no, we don't have any more attraction. Our senses are completely in control. No, the more and more we have advanced in material, uh, attained material success, the more and more we are caught up. Yeah, the more and more we are caught up. It's like we are, uh, what do you call this? Cocoon. Cocoon is um making this silk. Uh, or woolen silk, right? Cocoons, they make silk, and this cocoon is somehow getting wound up in that own uh, mm, um, what do you call this bundle that comes in its own self. So, or the one is thinking, yeah, or some, for example, an insect comes into a spider cob. It might think, oh, just by moving here and there, I can escape. The more you move, the more you're caught up in the spider web, spider cob. So this is our nature to think that we will find a solution, a material solution to our material problems. To our material problems also, the solution is spiritual life, to embrace bhakti. Asakti, asakta buddhi is very important, to be unattached. When we are not unattached, then what will happen is we are attached, just like this fly sticks to this cob, and then what happens, it becomes a prey. And then similarly in this, we are also attached, and then we are losing ourselves in this attachment. We sometimes think, oh, now I need vairagya. What is the vairagya? Oh, for some time let me take a break, let me go to the corner of somewhere where there is no problem, then there is no depression, then there is no suppression and all these things. Why? Because we think, hey, whatever we thought that this can give happiness is not giving me happiness. There is no other way. Yeah, because the more and more I'm doing, and of course, people are not recognizing. Does anyone have experienced this? Anyone? Like we did something and still people don't appreciate what we are doing? Anyone? Seems no one has this problem. Things are going as it is. No expectation. Come on, I am not having any expectation, so I have no problems. In fact, that should be the way forward. But what happens is when we are working in the karma yoga, karma is an activity, and an activity is always intended with a result. Action has a reaction. One who is running behind the reaction has an expectation and motivated by reaction. This is the world where we are living in a social media world. It's more about how others see us. So let's act according to them. Let's become like them. Let's become so that others appreciate. Because after all, what I want is recognition. Uh, for recognition, what one should do? Hey, doership. And that's why Srila Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur says that one should come to the stage by practicing work. Yeah, don't come on. If I am a porter, let me do that properly. Yeah. If I am a teacher, let me do it properly. If I am um, businessman, let me do properly. So when we are doing our work properly, not for our own and manipulating things for our own success, but really following dharma. Varnashrama system is not for convenience, so that Richie becomes richy, knowledgeful become knowledgeful, uh, and uh, all this, yeah, the Kshatriyas and Shudra. No, it is not that. The purpose is to work for self-realization, to understand that yes, whether one is a Brahmana or whether one is a Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, or whatever, doesn't matter. Everyone will suffer in the world if they don't understand the mm, the nature of our own self. If we think that I am, I want to enjoy in the world, will happen. Maybe for time one may be happy, or sometime one may struggle. The point is that one should understand that these varnas and ashramas are meant so that one can take shelter to understand the higher purpose. And that's what Krishna is saying in this 49th verse. Going forward, and one should, if we want to understand one, the fault in work or the chances of committing fault in work is this sense of doership, that I did it. uh, if you have, I have CC cameras, yeah, I have all the footage that I did it, no one else did it. Yeah, but we have to understand immediate effect is maybe because of us, but who has provided all the facilities? Who did it? Who arranged everything? Yeah. So this is the understanding one should know, that mm, one can't simply take it for granted. Even the air that we breathe, the water that we drink, the fire that we use for cooking, all these things, who is providing? I am paying for it, but to pay for them, who has created them? So in this way, one should understand that I am not doer. And when one gives up this nature, then he becomes free from the reactions of karma. And that is the perfection of karma yoga. But how long can we stay? It's just like a gravity that is pulling us to always feel that doership. Oh, I did a bit. I think I should now get recognized. Uh, and expectation of profit. Yeah. Yesterday, I don't know, Partho, you're there? Yeah. Yesterday, was the program. In that program, we were setting up a table. Yeah. Who was there yesterday from here? Uh, when we
Yes,
were
Prabhuji.
when we are setting up the table, our OPT. How is your foot, Mataji? Hope it's nice.
Yeah,
After,
yeah,
not
Prabhuji.
after the injury, but you recovered well.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So what we were doing is, actually there is some defect in that, and we were trying to pull the legs properly so that it can stand, and we have put all the uh, dishes which we want to serve, and all of a sudden this table fell down, and luckily Krishna's mercy that prasadam didn't fall. Otherwise it would have been a difficult thing, that we invite everyone for a program, and yeah, sending them without prasadam would be very, very painful. But interesting thing, when we were setting up the table, the leg was not coming up, and somehow someone touched it, and then immediately the leg was set, at the foot of the table. And we thought, wow, see, one single touch and everything is so, yes, yeah, your touch is so great. I think Parth Prabhu was telling to Sachin Prabhu, yeah, I think something like that. Anyway, he didn't expect any credit anyway for what he has done, and we were just talking. And meanwhile, the table was in use, and all of a sudden, this table fell down, and and yeah, no one is discussing. Yeah, someone would say, "Hey, see, huh? Yeah." Now one would say, "Hey, it's not because of me that the table fell down." Yeah. So when we do something, when we are getting good results, we want to take credit for it. And when something bad happens, we will say, hey, it's not because of me. That's human tendency. I mean, of course, being everyone devotees, no one took credit or gave up the credit, which was the reason for the fall of the table. But yeah, that is possible only in devotional life. Only in devotional life, one doesn't want to take credit because we know what is the effect of taking credit. That's why they become asakta buddhi, not interested, unattached, and self-controlled. We know what to talk, we know how to act, all these things, because we know that who is the master? It is the Supreme Lord. So whatever we are doing is just serving him. So if I am cooking, I am serving Krishna because Krishna has a plan that he want to feast everyone. If I am if I'm talking within the limits of so-called devotional service, I'm talking about devotees who are refining the consciousness while doing work. Because though we are doing cooking, we have, what is it called? Pragati Mataji, cooking, yajna. We are doing yajna, but how much are we conscious of cooking for Krishna? Uh, Most of the time, the mouth starts watering when we are cooking. Why? Because we are interested to enjoy the food that we are making, the profit effect of it. No, but when we are doing, let us see. This is, after all, I want to cook something really for Krishna. Yes, that is no profit. And self-controlled, yeah, because senses, yeah, anyway we know, Sharira Vidya Jal, it is Avidya Jal. Mm. Avidya, ignorant Jal, is a kind of a trap. So one should be careful. Then this is sense control. So which means when one becomes devotee, the more and more he becomes devotee, he is automatically practicing karma yoga. It's not like let me first become an expert karma yogi. Means, you know what, um, let me purify, keep on practicing this, sense of no profit, sense of no doership. This is what Krishna told to Arjuna. No, but why Krishna had to speak to Arjuna all other yoga systems? If it was only karma yoga is all in all, yeah, Krishna would say just practice karma yoga, then you'll attain perfection. No, you will attain a stage of what to understand who you are, who we are, and this self. To understand self-realization, one can come because he's not taking credit. He's not having the sense of doership, and he's not taking profits from that. So this is one thing. And one sec. Okay. So thus, in due course of time, he perfects his sadhana. Means a one who is in karma yoga, in due course of time, he is attaining perfection in his sadhana. After having ascended to the level of yoga, he gives up work itself. That is next stage. When we are talking how to attain the second stage of sannyas, is the word used asakta buddhir sarvatra, not only for my um, people who are my enemies. No, people who we love also we should have detachment. How is it possible? How to have detachment towards people who we love? Is it really possible? I thought love is an attachment, and how we can have detachment in love? Any thoughts, anyone? Is it really possible? Anyone? Any thoughts?
Yeah, when we serve the other party without expecting anything.
Yes. So this is what we are talking about karma yoga. Means if we have not attained this stage, then whatever we are doing is binding our own self in this cocoon, yeah, where we are thinking, oh no, 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 I am making a very nice home for me. No, but no, we may get ourselves entangled or caught in it. So that's why we should, yeah, it means love should be there. And the purpose of love is what? What do we do in a loving exchange? We want to give. Huh? In loving exchange, the goal is to give, not give what we like to give. Sometimes some devotees, yeah, there are some nice devotees who want to donate. They donate nice cows, they donate nice cars. Huh? a car which is unfit for driving, you need to invest a lot, like 20, 30 euro, 30,000 euros to make this van suitable for Sankirtan. Okay, yeah, at least you are saving some 50,000 euros. That's fine. Yeah, but yeah, one may think, okay, let me use when something is not suitable. Someone may give a nice laptop. You know what nice laptop means? Nice laptop is after you found something nice, quite exciting in the market that you no more need this, then okay, let me use this for services. The example was cows. Yeah, cows, come on, yeah, they are mothers. And yes, Goshala, Lord likes Krishna likes cows, but the cows yeah, can no more produce milk. What do you call this? Dead investment. Sometimes we say we invest in something, there is no result. No, they think now the milk has become a dead investment, so let me dispatch the cows. So why did I say this? Why did we go there? When we are doing something, we are always thinking, what will I get from that? And no, when we say love, love is giving uh, without expectation. In love there is already this, so which means if one practices bhakti yoga, which is pure love, then automatically one becomes civilized, because that is the purpose of varnashrama. One becomes automatically civilized, one understands or cultured, yes, what one should do, because one develops good sanskaras. And because these things happen, that's why one is um, yeah, fit for understanding the higher science of self realization. Higher science of self realization means knowledge. If it is not knowledge, what people will say, hey, come on, uh, I don't understand it. Okay, then practice karma yoga, that's fine. Whatever you are doing, if someone say, come on, I don't understand this, that's fine, one can practice karma yoga. Yeah, according even brahmanas, yeah, one, he can practice karma yoga when he cannot come to the brahma jnana stage, or brahma brahma bhuta stage. Yes, brahma bhuta stage. uh, that's fine. After all, Krishna has provided all options which we can embrace and advance. But very important here in this, we can see from the purport, Prabhupada is mentioning, Krishna conscious person is a real renunciant, a real sannyas. We have to filter out also, because yesterday during the class about the culture of nurture, we were discussing about Varnashrama, and the point came, who want to become a sannyas? I think so many want to become sannyas, thinking that makes us all things easy peasy. Why? Because I don't have to take care of bills. I don't have to earn money. I don't have to go to a job. I don't have to face any boss. Come on. Some people just give up everything. I know so a few of my uh, um, acquaintance, they say, come on, uh, I won't work under him. Yeah. And so he kept changing work from one place to the other place to other, and finally end up in agriculture, thinking that, hey, for my own agriculture, I am the father, farmer, so not father. And of course, I don't have to worry at all. And no need of, I am not subordinate to anyone. I can't tolerate to be subordinate to someone. Yeah, one has the sense, and then of course he ended up doing agriculture for last 30 years, or maybe 20, 25 years. Yeah, of course, in one way he is successful, no doubt. Yeah, maybe his nature was more into agriculture. But we should understand, yeah, it is that um, he didn't want to obey, anyone, yeah, because his nature is more of mm, 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 nature is more of a self, what do you call this, individual contributor. I don't fit into a team. I come on, why should I know what is right, I know what is this. Yeah, and in that sense one may just do what they want. So when we come back to understand real renunciant means not just to lose the opportunity what is in hand, and like saying, hey, no, no, I give up everything, let me go to leave all the responsibilities and then I do what I want. No, real renunciant is he understands that yes, this is what as per authentic or authority, this is what I am by nature I am supposed to do, which will help me to understand what is real life. Every ashram, every varna, doesn't matter whatever we are, offers teachings. Mm. And if one doesn't take those ashramas properly, or doesn't do follow the rules and regulations or regulatory life, yeah, one if one who is not um, Vaidhi, means one who doesn't follow Vedas. Yeah, this is what we know. Um, Vaidika. Vaidika is one that who is following the Vedas in his way of work. If one is following that, that's fine. The purpose of all that is to get to this platform of renunciation. So, real renunciation means to think oneself as the servant or the part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is what is in the purport. Therefore, therefore, one has no right to enjoy the results of his work. If we have been taught this in our schools, our life would have been far, far, far happier. What is that? If we were taught that we are the servants, if we were taught that by service we'll be happy, our life would have been completely different. Huh? If we were taught that the results must be enjoyed by the Lord, life would have been different. What is the proof? If you just go back few years, previous generation were very happy because they were more devotional. Their previous generation were even more happy because they were uh, even more devotional. And in that way, we can see the whole class of devotional life generations were happy. One may say, "Come on, do you think they were really happy?" Does anyone has this doubt? Question? Do we want to know are they really happy or not? Hmm? Of course. Why? Because they were not complaining for every small thing. They were not fighting for every small thing. They understand the reality of the world life very well than us. Huh? That's why the relations were stronger. Yeah, of course. Yeah, in big joint families, large, or all these things, they were suffering. Yeah, it's not like so easy. Now everything is automated. Yeah, the weather is forecasted. You can tell what is the weather today, tomorrow, 1 week, 1 month. Yes, AI. You don't even have to pay anything. You can forecast what could be. So much technology was not there before, but they were more happy. Why? And they were actually enjoying life better than us. Yeah, struggle was also there. There is no doubt. Struggle was there. Yeah, for example, if a lady, whatever reason, if her husband dies or passes away or killed or whatsoever reason, yeah, those times there was no second chance. Uh, and they used to have a very tough time because who is going to give shelter? There is someone, she has to take shelter at her brother's home or father's home or somewhere for rest of the life. How difficult? No independence. It's very difficult. Yeah, but still she has someone to take care and she has someone whom she can take care, and this was going on. Yeah, I mean, I know my mother was telling about her aunt, yeah, who ended up in similar situation, because I was asking how was the life during Vedic times when, yeah, when someone uh, when someone's spouse meets a premature death. Of course, men can remarry, that's okay. What about women? Yeah, they used to also get some shelter, some support from someone. Of course, they may not enjoy the same freedom like if it was their own house, all everything perfect, but they learned life lessons. I mean, I spoke with my grandmother in this way when I was talking to her, and she used to tell so many things how the world was, and all the time what you do. Yeah, you are praying to the Lord. This is amazing, right? The troubles come, the problems come. What you are doing is you're becoming more and more stronger in your prayer. That you are desperate. Oh, Bhagwan, may you please take me out of these problems. I don't have any other shelter. I turn to you. Now, with technology and advancement, are we really turning to the Lord? No, right? We really think, okay. When I think recently there was somewhere, I think India was saying or feeling great about, hey, come on, we have the technology that we have credit cards that no one in the world is using. Taking credit is not so big thing. Of course, come on, in those days, credit was not easy. Uh, Now credit, even if you don't have a, mm, what is Shufa? Even if you don't have good standings, still there are people who can take money. And of course, on some assurance and all those things. Yeah, and you think that you are maintaining yourself. Oh, this is far better than really begging 100 people. So technology, oh, is cool thing. Yeah, we should understand after all, after getting money, what are we doing? Is the goal only to get out of the problems by just traversing this life to solve our problems one after the other, one after the other? Maybe when death comes, anyway, I don't have to do anything anymore. So let me solve my problem of health. Let me solve my problem of age or aging. Let me solve my problem of yeah, all these things, but these problems won't help us to attain ultimate happiness. The ultimate happiness is to remember the Lord, and that was more prevailing and prevalent in the previous generations because their level of devotion or dependence, yeah, devotion and dependence on the Lord is far, far more. I think we got into this topic to discuss that if the schools were teaching us two things, what is that? I am the eternal part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I am not the doer. I am the work. I am not the enjoyer of that. Yeah, it's not that okay when the results are coming. Even what do you call in Germany when we are hearing about what is it called? Schützenfest or Schützenfest or Sankranti or all these. What are the purposes of these festivals? Were that okay? Now I have crop, and now all the crop I would offer to the Lord. Or actually, that was done. Who knows this? That in the villages, the paddy or wheat fields when the bags are sent to the temple. Does anyone know? Hmm? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Guruji, first grain produced were sent.
Hmm. Slowly it became a sentiment. No, but it was devotion. Yeah, it was actually a sense of devotion. The first grain is offered to the first, not grain. First grain means annaprashan. We are not doing annaprashan to the Lord. The first bag or whatever the things are first offered to the Lord. They send it, all these bags, gunny bags that are filled with all the grains, they are sent to the temple so that the temple, they know the value of temple. Not only that, they want to serve the Lord because they understand that after all, everything I am getting is because of you. I am not the doer. It is you who have facilitated nice rain. You are the one who have facilitated nice sun shine, all these things. That's why we know now what is happening um, in the Govardhan Leela. uh, Everyone is offering all these prayers. Oh, Bhagwan, because of you, this has happened. Now, do we really give credit to the Lord? He said, no, no. Technology, because technology is advanced. That's why. Who made the technology? Did Lord made the technology? No. It is Newton. It is Einstein. It is I don't know what are they. Graham Bell, so I don't know. We give credit to all these great people, huh? And what is this called? In Lindau, there is this lake, and to the railing of the lake, they engrave the names of all the Nobel laureates in various fields, whoever, yeah. When there is a new announcement, so and so got Nobel Prize, they will just go to the railing of this lake and they will just cut out the name on the railing. So that's what we are doing. We are recognizing what, as a man, we are doing and thinking that we are great. So coming back, so what are the things that we just want to remember? I mean, at least from this short session was one thing is we should understand, as Srila Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur says, that we are not the doers. First, let's forget that. And not only that, when we are doing something, we are not expecting the profit. Why? Because the owner is the Lord. We are just part and parcel of the Lord, means we are just dependent on the Lord, and the results must be enjoyed by whom? By the Supreme Lord. So when we understand already these things very clear, then we are not running behind what I can do in the world so that I can enjoy more. This is first thing. That's why Krishna conscious person is a perfect renunciant. And not only that, Krishna consciousness means it's a mentality. This mentality gives real satisfaction because we are on the reality, or what do you call this? Uh, Yeah, we are on reality and not in our own imagination. Just like a businessman, he's thinking, if I put this, after 2 months I will get this. After 6 months I get this. After 10 years I get this. There is a greedy businessman who is always thinking that he has started a, what is it called, poultry farm? Yeah, poultry farm, that he says, I'll open a poultry farm. Actually, there is a nice, Prabhupada gives another example that this guy is thinking, I will do this, I will do this, I will do this. Yeah, he just got one something. I don't know if it's apple or something. He thinks now I can multiply this, multiply this. So in all these things now, he becomes so excited that whatever in his hand, it falls down and then it dies. Or yeah, so nothing happens. So, no, Krishna consciousness means to be in reality, a mentality, and that mentality gives real satisfaction. Anything else is only a temporary drama, but ultimate eternal satisfaction one can get when one is practicing Krishna consciousness. He's actually acting for the Supreme. This is one thing. That's why he's not attached. He's not attached to anything material and becomes accustomed to not taking pleasure in anything beyond transcendental. So the only thing we are happy is if the Lord is happy. If Lord is not happy, then we say, oh, he is the master, he is the real enjoyer, and because of me, he is not pleased. Let me try to. So devotee is desperate to work. Devotee is not like, oh, he becomes practices inaction. No, he is in full of action. Full of action means no time for even proper sleep. Yeah, no time for proper sleep. Yeah, why? Because he always want to see that the Lord is pleased in one's service. And then it automatically gives freedom from all reactions without accepting renunciation or renounced order. uh, this is what is the stage yoga rudha. This is what is the verse that is referred here, 317. Let me see, it's not mentioned here. Let me read what the 317. Yes. Hmm. यस्त्व आत्मरतिर् एव स्यात् आत्मतृप्तश्च मानवः आत्मनि एव स सन्तुष्टः तस्य कार्यं न विद्यते. But for one who takes pleasure in self, whose human life is one of self-realization and who is satisfied in self only, fully satiated, for him there is no duty. So that is the stage which is second stage. The first stage is this duty of actually, because I don't know, I don't have the knowledge. Sometimes we may think that, oh, I can do deity worship, but do we have the knowledge of how to do deity worship? Hmm? Oh no, come on, it is all about bhava. Krishna is a fan of bhav. He is not a fan of all these formalities. No, in that way, then anyone can do anything, right? So can we just why not just worship the Lord with our left hand, or why don't we um, put the deities and dress crazily? I mean, of course, we sometimes see this happen. Sometimes uh, sometimes we see the Lord is dressed in a Santa Claus outfit, or anyway, all these things. One may think or relish pleasure from that, but no, one should understand, one should learn first. When one learns first, that is what is learning. When one is really learning when he is not doing for his own self. In that sense, whatever he does it for the Lord, and then in that interest one works seriously. Don't create anything. Enough things are created by the Lord. Don't need to create something new. We just have to understand how to understand them. Did we understood correctly or not? Approach a guru, he will tell, are we really, what is our intention? Is there any swartha buddhi? Is there any duplicity in our service? Then guru will tell, you are doing okay, but I think this is something really will not work in long run. Maybe now it's okay, just like a kid. If a kid is learning mridanga, if a kid is learning harmonium, or if a kid is learning kirtan, yeah, he might be thinking, oh, let me do this so that 10 people are seeing, 100 people are seeing if I do nicely. So nice. uh, but as the kid matures, he understands, hey, for whom am I doing? Is it that I'm doing for others, or is that I'm doing for myself, or is it I'm doing for the Lord? Whose pleasure? So these things are. Then one comes to yoga rudha. Um, just one second. Yeah, manifested. This is what imposed upon. Rudha means perfect, um, or attainment of perfection. It is the word in the 10th canto. This black bee. Krishna is called Madhusudana. Is the right? Yeah, he's of course Madhusudan. Why did I say here? Madhu also means nectar. And this black bee, the king of the bees, also thinks, hey, come on, Krishna is not far from us. Krishna is same like us. In this sense, Eta param tanu brito bhuvi gopa vadvo. It says, among all persons on earth, these cowherd women alone have actually perfected their embodied lives, for they have achieved the perfection of unalloyed love for Lord Govinda. Their pure love is hankered after by those who fear material existence, by great sages. So all are looking, oh, let us become like, not let us become, let us follow, let us be inspired the way the gopis, the Gopika Vadhus, the respectable gopis of Vrindavan, let's follow them. For one who has tasted the nectar of infinite Lord, what is the use of taking birth as a high class Brahman or even as Lord Brahma himself? So, in this regard, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains that here the term Brahma Janma Bihi means Brahmanical births, refer to threefold births like seminal parenthood, sacred thread initiation, and sacrificial initiation. These cannot compare to pure Krishna consciousness, which means just being in Karma Yoga, of just executing what do you call this, smarta brahmanas of yajnas, and uh, is not any level getting closer to the service that the gopika vadus, the cowherd uh, gopis, they are offering to Krishna, and how Krishna is pleased. Yeah, infinitely pleased. This is what is the word used here, and that's why we see that here, that's why Brahma Janma Bihi. Brahma Janma means, yeah, one is born. Brahmana means one is born to a Brahmana family, in a Brahmana family. This is one. Another way of becoming Brahmana, though one is not born in a Brahmana family, but yeah, because yeah, the Guru is initiating him with Upanayana Sanskara, which is sacred initiation. One is becoming a Brahman. This is second. The third one is by becoming or practicing sacrificial initiations. This is what it means, sacrificial worships. Yeah, of course, one has to. So these are three levels within Brahman. One can practice, but these cannot come. This cannot compare to pure Krishna consciousness. Of course. Anyway, so much to know, to understand that we are just servants of the Lord. Yeah, of course, just may sound it low, but just is really just. When we say, I want justice, we don't want more than justice, right? Just means perfect what is needed. We need to be just perfect. Don't think I am the doer. Don't think that I am not the doer. We should understand that I am doer of uh, whatever, because it's not doer means not doing anything, or doing but doing for one own self. No, one is in the point to understand I am just a servant means just do what the master wants. Nothing more, nothing less. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any thoughts or questions, or someone would like to share your experiences?